Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Will. So normally we have a beautiful background of a nice put together, for the most part, kitchen. Right now, we're remodeling this entire apartment right now. You can kind of just see like we literally have like dollies and everything going on. We got all this random stuff and putting together these cabinets behind me. Like I'm actually putting them together. Normally, what we would do is try and keep things nice and fancy and stuff like that. But I thought, what if every video there's just progress being made on these cabinets behind me? And slowly but surely, this kitchen gets done in the next like few days. So anyway, remodeling this apartment here, we rented out. We're done remodeling the upstairs apartment, and now it's getting rented out. Now we have a tenant up there. This place, living in it momentarily, we'll have it renovated very shortly. As you can see, like we're getting close. And then as soon as this place is done, it's a 2 bedroom. Then we're gonna get it rented out. Probably like the upstairs one is $1,700 a month. It's a 1 bedroom, and then this one's gonna be a 2 bedroom. It's probably gonna be somewhere in the range of like 1,800 to 2,100, somewhere in there. I haven't really decided on the price. But now we're moving through some things. So as soon as this is done, we're gonna rent it out. Then we'll probably go somewhere. I'm thinking Argentina. Maybe we go to Miami, or possibly we jump through to some countries we haven't been to at all, like over in Europe, or I don't even know. I've been wanting to go to Switzerland or Canada, so we'll see. I don't really know. We got to live in a couple Latin American countries this past year. We lived in Miami for a little bit. That was nice, but what I'm looking for is more of just a consistent place that is comfortable, that we could be for a few months and enjoy, and not like have too hot extreme weather and not like super cold either. Just kind of like a chill environment for basically the summer. So we'll be looking through where we're going to go. It might even be the Bay Area as we're working on our startup. So maybe we go to Silicon Valley, might even go to LA, still figuring it out. But as you guys hear, the reality of this video is that I pressed record, and I think we're going to go over some different companies, or I could talk with you guys about what's going on in the company that we're building right now. I could actually pull up a demo. We could do it that way. Let me see if we have our local still deployed, and I can show you guys kind of the development of what is our new app. And I'm still coming up with the name. We had Mercadus as like kind of the main name for it, and now we're kind of moving towards possibly naming it Arena. And let me just pull it up so you guys could see what we're working on here. So it is right here, and boom, you guys could see. So basically what this app is and what we've been building, a couple things, it's really interesting. I started a company called Mercadus back in 2019. It was a marketing company that focused on building these partnerships with realtors. I had a huge list, like a massive list, about 180,000 contacts from real estate agents that I pulled from realtor.com. So basically went out and with a friend or two, it was about four of us, but really two of us were like really grinding on it. We started sending out cold emails and launching a company, and we called it Mercadus. I like the name. It's a Latin word for market, so it's a nice name, but everybody seems to struggle with remembering how it's spelled, or if I tell Siri or Alexa the word, they don't know how to spell it in the text. It's not the most friendly word for like remembrance and spelling. So I was also thinking of going with a word I already got a domain to for Rich Arena, because if we go with richarena.ai, it's basically which AI model is going to chart the most accurately for assets and use predictive insights, and which one is going to win. And it's kind of like an arena of competing all of the AIs to see which ones have the best analysis and predict future predictive analysis of these asset classes. And so when we designed this, I've already built out personally, I built all of the app, I coded it from the start. And then we got to a point recently where we started hiring a team. And we now, honestly, since we hired the team, it's really going good with the admin, but the dev side, I've still struggled to find the right fit for someone to help me continue to develop it. But anyway, as I'm just the one coding it now, it's basically you could swap between different AI models, pull in real-time data, and get real-time data for AI analysis of different stocks. And this is kind of how it works. So when I first launched this beta, the main goal was to get it to where we could have predictive analytics from different stocks. So for example, if I go on over to, so there's a couple elements. Let me just take a step back. The first element is the market network. And this is a work in progress, it's beta, but essentially it allows you to visualize how companies are connected, the ones that are public and not public. So for example, like we could see Big Bear AI has a partnership with with Palantir, and then Anduril with Shield AI. You have Anthropic with OpenAI. You have these different partnerships that we can identify. And so essentially there's the market visualization, and at some point maybe we even turn it to a globe where it's on the earth and you can see how they're connected on the earth. But then we have the actual prices. So let me just see if this is like pulling real-time data still, if the beta is functioning. So I'm going to head over to Robinhood for a minute. We'll go over to Big Bear AI, which, how is it doing in after hours? Looks like it's down a bit. It's kind of hard to tell, but it looks like it closed the day out at 396 there. So after hours, it's pushed up just a tad bit, but or maybe sold off through after hours there. But yeah, 396 looks about right. So that's what it's saying. So our current prices and the normal indicators are all based on the just straight from Yahoo Finance real time. So we go with the real time insights from Yahoo Finance. Then there's a few aspects. We have switching between different AI models, which in this case we're using OpenAI. Then we have predictions for the next future. And you might say, whoa, what is going on there? Well, in order to see how that reacts, we're going to have to add a widget here. And the other feature that's in this app is that you can upload assets, and then it will give you an analysis of the asset for future analysis. So we're going to go ahead and grab one of the widgets. So in this case, we have this this chart from the future. It's a future chart. And essentially, the way that this chart works is it's using data from real time. It goes from pulling current price and current indicators, but then it goes into using an AI model, so OpenAI, to then query real-time data. In this case, it's OpenAI. And then it pulls in our proprietary analysis that I use, which in the back testing, it's been doing well, but we're also still in beta here. So the goal is, yes, it's going to do well, but ultimately it's going to be based on which AI models are the best at the research, which AI models become the smartest at predicting. And we'll use prompts. We do a lot of engineering on the prompt side for sure, but when it comes to the purpose, I want it to be totally open, because as AI models come out, different AI models are going to become better and better. We're going to be seeing how they stack up. So, for example, we got this analysis for the next month. The future chart functions in a few different ways. As we can go into the next 3 months, the next 6 months, we can actually see these predictions for this stock here. And it's saying that in the next 6 months that we could see it in that $9 to $10 price point potentially. Now, it gives you the outlook, and it also has some news as well, which is still building out. We need that to be more linked to the direct asset. But essentially, it's going to do half-year outlook indicating significant expansion. In this case, half-year forecast shows potential for significant contract wins. Technology roadmap indicates competitive advantages in key growth areas. Market expansion into new territories expected to accelerate growth. Supply chain improvements projected to enhance margins. Industry consolidation trends favor companies' market position. It doesn't give us all the nitty-gritty, but it's getting to the point where we can look at these forecasts for different assets. And so the point is, when we have this ability to do this, it's going to give us more insights and be able to give us an idea of what assets are looking like. Maybe the 1 year looks way different than the 4 hour, and that's going to have to reflect. But if a Tesla car blows up or Big Bear AI lawsuit article comes out today, that might affect the next 4 hours or the next day. But when you run the real-time analysis, they look at the financials, it looks at the news, and also all of the relative charts to which time frame. So each time frame is individually analyzed. It's not like it's all big one thing. Each time frame is individually analyzed. Articles that affects the next day are going to affect the next 6 months differently. Charts that you're analyzing for the next 4 hours, you're going to analyze or look at that chart differently than if you're looking at it for the next 3 months or so on. So this is the future of having the ability to trade. I believe trading is very human based in a lot of instances, but the reality is the technology that we have today can start to enable us to not have to be there making the decisions. And I believe we could get to a point where we could confidently look at analysis of companies and assets into the future and be able to have AIs essentially invest for us. And most people will be able to just have AIs the same way they're having work in their company right now. Like, people are using AIs to send all their emails or send all their messages. There's AIs that are being used to even code. Like, I used a fair amount of AI to code this app here, which I'd love to do another video on. AIs are being used for finance, for accounting, for taxes and things like that. And I believe that in a lot of instances, to have some more innovation that expresses, that gives you the ability to step back and let an AI do investing for you, but in a way that's not algorithmic. I don't believe that algorithmic, I mean, yes, there is going to be the plan that you have, but how would you like to skip all of the nitty gritty of doing the analysis? That's where this comes in. And algorithmic is not something that I personally believe will be the key to markets profiting. The issue here, in that why I don't believe that, is because when you look at algorithms, in most cases algorithms can work, but what algorithms don't account for is BlackRock selling right now, is Vanguard or Charles Schwab dropping 10 million on a stock or selling out of a stock. But what AIs can do and what analysis can do is identify value that is institutional attracting value, or the type of intrinsically incongruent value that would lead to an institution selling. Does that make sense? So it's not based on algorithms. It's not based on this unique algorithm. It's based on what are the AI model is going to be able to do the best real time research, considering the millions of data points and things that are considered when analyzing a stock. Yeah, there's like 3 or 4 or 10 great solid things we look at, but if you're really doing research, it could take months to make a decision on buying a stock. Whereas this AI could go through and do a lot of what investors have to go through, all that time and research to get there, and get it done in a few months. So tomorrow we're going to be hosting an official announcement of this beta. And if you want to be there, I'm going to leave a link in the first link in the description. It's for our investor, we'll call it an investor coffee or brunch. And if you want to be there, we're going to break down this entire machine and what it can mean for your portfolio and how to use it to your advantage and be on the right side of the technology boom that we're in this innovative period of the world. I think that AI will be one of the main tools that are used, and I'm grateful that I'm able to create this and share it with you guys. So if you want to be there in the investor brunch, it's going to be tomorrow. It's going to be somewhere around 4:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So that would be, what is that? 7:30 Eastern tomorrow. So I guess it's more of a dinner. So if you want to tune in on live to that live session where we break down the machine, how it works, and how to use it, then I would encourage you guys to click that first link down below. Now, again, if you guys also want to join our live session tomorrow, we were trading this morning. What did we trade this morning? We traded TSLL. At one point today, we were up about $297. Right now, it's hovering there just at zero, essentially. But this is the trade we're in that we entered here, and we're going to be holding this trade through tomorrow, and that's Tesla stock. It's a 2x stock. If you ever want to see the best strategies that I have in how I trade every single day at market open, focused on the most cutting edge companies in the world, and particularly taking advantage of some of the value discrepancies when we see good opportunities in the markets and buying them live. If you want to see that real time, as well as getting access to our A to Z lesson library on investing in stocks, crypto, and options, then I would encourage you. That first link is for the class we're doing tomorrow, but the second link down below is for Stockmates, and we got a special sale there. We even get a free t-shirt when you enroll in Stockmates. So you can join us in our session tomorrow, get that A to Z lesson library and a free t-shirt, all for what is lifetime access for a limited time. It's available there. So it's the second link in the below for Stockmate. So let me know what you guys think about the app, how you guys feel about its development, and I would love to see you guys there in our class tomorrow. Thanks so much for tuning in. If I earned your thumbs up, hit the like button, and hopefully the kitchen looks better when you guys tune in next time. And I'll see you in the next video. Take care.